Without further ado, first binder. So, first page is old school EXs. Hasn't changed that much since 2020, but this Hitmonchan Japanese is a new one. Some of the cards that were in this page in 2020 are now slabbed, and I'll go through those a bit later. This Altaria is also new. Blaziken and Mightyena are also new. Those are awesome cards as well, even though they might be a bit damaged. Let's go to the second page. Lapras, also new. That's a sick card from Fire of the Leaf Green, I believe. Exploud is a new one. Kyogre non-holo is kind of new. Well, not kind of. I got it like last week or earlier this week. That's a good one. I also did this video a bit late because in the beginning of August I got some new stuff like this Kyogre here. And there was a card show I attended as well. So then we got a couple new ones here as well from the Celebration sets. Gardevoir and Mew, both really good cards, both with or without these stickers on them. And here we transition into my first two gold stars, if they really count as those, even though they got stickers on them. We got Greninja and Umbreon. We now transition to the level X's. So we got Zacian level X. We got a Japanese exclusive Garchomp level X, which you can't find in English, and a Korean level X Electivire that I've had since the 2015 video, I believe. One of my favorite parts of this whole binder is the level X's. So I have sticky notes because I want to get all the level X's at some point. Like, I'm 80% there. I have most of them, so we have all three of the Sinnoh starter Pokemon from promos, and then the Diamond and Pearl ones coming soon. I only have Torterra for now. Then we got the English Electivire, and then Lucario promo and Mysterious Treasures print. Magmortar I only have in Korean, but I'll count it, because why not? Gardevoir coming soon. Honchkrow. Got Cresselia Darkrai, need one more Darkrai. From the set itself, we got two Dialgas here with a Palkia. Let's go to the next page, and we have a lot of missing stuff here because Majestic Dawn and Legends Awakened are very hard to find level X's from and like reasonable prices. Glaceon level X I got like a week ago. One of my grails. I'm very happy I have it. I don't know how I found it, but I did at a card show. And Leafeon level X, I've only seen it slabbed. I saw it at a card show going for 700 in the mint 9. So I passed on that, needless to say. Garchomp, I still need. Azelf, I still need. I used to have it, but I traded it away a long time ago and never got the chance to redeem myself. Gliscor I've never seen in person, if I'm being honest. Mewtwo I've seen in person for crazy prices. But I do have the promo print, which is nice. This Magnezone I pulled, this Porygon Z is new, it wasn't in my 2020 video. Mesprit is a good one. Yeah, a bunch of new level X's here, like most of the promos you'll see here were not in the 2020 video. Dusknoir, I got at the same time as the Glaceon. Both Heatran prints. Machamp level X. Still need Raichu, I've only seen that in Japanese at card shows. Looking for English. Got both Regigigas level X's. Another Dialga. Drapion, which I pulled, and I think it's in the 2015 video as well. Both Giratinas. Palkia. This is a new one, the Shaman Landform level X. We still need the Skyform from Platinum, but I do have the promo Skyform. And then we got Japanese Alakazam level X. I still haven't found the English one in a good price, but I think I'll just count this one for now. But yeah, the holo pattern on that one is a little different. There's like more sparkles and stuff on the whole card, actually, even on the purple background. Oh, there you go, you can see it like that. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys prefer the sparkle pattern on the holo, or if you like this solid holo pattern, the solid Cosmos holo that every other level X has. So then Floatzel, Flygon, Gallade, Hippowdon I'm missing, Infernape 4 I'm missing, Luxray is a new one. I had the World Championships version, but I just found the actual one from the set, Mismagius. Snorlax level X, which my sister pulled, happens to be the most expensive level X, which is crazy that I didn't have to buy it as a single or anything like that. Absol, Blaziken, which I pulled on a YouTube video I have uploaded 10 years ago or so. I think that one's also my 2015 video. Both Charizard level X's. This one's new. This one is very, very old, as you can tell. I count it, even though my sister doesn't. Even with this crazy damage that happened over the course of many years, don't even ask me how it happened, because I don't know. Electivire FB, both Garchomps, Rayquaza C, and I have the other one slabbed, so I do have both. I won't spoil the slab part until we get to the other slabs as well, because I have a few more. Then we got Staraptor FB, missing the DP53. Still haven't found it at a good price. It's always been overpriced whenever I found it in shops. But I do have 4 out of 5, which is pretty good, I would say. I've pulled these, and I had this one since childhood, and I got this one more recently. Then we have a Japanese Gengar level X, which is a good one. Salamence was my grail for a while. Found that one at a card show. And then Tangrowth, which I believe I pulled. And that's it for level X's, so mostly there, just missing a few. Okay, now on to Primes. So Heart Gold Soul Silver Arrow, very underrated I think. I have all 3 starters. Espeon and Umbreon Prime are new. Those ones we had a huge trade, and these were 2 of the cards that were traded in. Then we've got a Celebi Prime, Blissey Prime, which is very damaged. I got it for like $2, but it was totally worth it. And a Donphan, which is also very cheap because of the sticker. And if you remember from my 2020 video, I had the bottom half of this Dialga and Palkia Legend, but recently I was able to find the top half, which I've wanted for like almost 10 years now. Put them together, and yeah, so I have the bottom and top halves now. The full art is complete. I'm so stoked about this. I don't plan on getting any other legends, so this one will do. Then I have the secret rare Gyarados, the shiny art in reverse. And then we have all 3 of the legendary dog shiny promos. I said in the 2020 video that I'd ordered this one and it fell through because of COVID, but I think the order actually went through, and I was wrong about that because it is here in my book, and I don't think I would have got it otherwise. Entei and Suicune still there. The shinies from Platinum Arceus are still there. The Alpha Lithograph as well. Great cars, all of them. Now Gen 5 and 6 with the original, well not original, the original capital EXs, the uppercase EXs. Color coordination with the typing and all that, you know, I had to. On the next page, mostly unchanged. I had some duplicates, I believe, in 2020, but traded those away to get new stuff. You can take a look at those cards closer. Got both White Kyurem EXs up here, just not the full arts though. Mega EXs as well, those are going to make a comeback, but personally I think these are the best ones, regardless of how good the art may be for the new ones. Mega Rayquaza EX full art, which I pulled way back in the day when Roaring Skies was in its first print. Really love that card. Both Mega Manectrics and a ton of Mega Charizard EXs. I had 2 of these, traded one away to get this, which I'm stoked about because one of my favorite full arts. Mega Steelix EX, also new, just wanted that cool looking card because it's full art Steelix, like what more could you want? Then Shaman, Genesect, and Deoxys EX full art, that hasn't changed. I don't plan on trading these away at all. Then we have Reshiram and Zekrom, the trio. I don't think there's a Kyurem full art, so N will do. And then this is a new row, so I had Thundurus and Tornadus. I don't know if I had Tornadus in 2020, but either way, this is a full row now. I found the Japanese promo Landorus, and it looks awesome like that. Got all 3 of those. Even more full art EXs here. This is pretty much the same as it was in 2020. Haven't given them away or traded them or sold them or anything. I'm just gonna hold on to these for a while. And the Legendary Treasures reading collection stuff, also very cool. Also growing in popularity as it should. The Rose Rush, the new EX. And now IRs, which weren't a thing in 2020, and now they're the talk of the whole community. Everyone loves them. Audino from, what is that, Black Bolt? Yeah, Black Bolt from this box over here that we opened. This isn't sealed anymore, but got this Audino. Bombardier was my first IR. Gardevoir is one of my more recent ones. And then War Turtle, I finally got a 151 IR from one of the big 9. Very stoked about that. Rapidash is these are all really good IRs in my opinion. Like none of them are mid or anything. Maybe Bombardier arguably, but all of them are great. Like literally, like the Palafin Landorus having an aura off or something, or whatever you want to call that. They're crossing their arms, both of them. And the Rotom from Destined Rivals as well. Another one that looks really good. Full art trainers, I have a full 18 card canvas or whatever you want to call it of them. Have a second end that I plan on keeping as well. That one's growing in value for sure. And I bought most of these and I pulled some of them, but these are most of them are pretty cheap. They're like $5 or less because full art trainer demand isn't that high for a lot of trainers. Even though like Barry and Rourke I got for $2 each. And I find Gen 4 very, very nostalgic, so I had to pick those up. Those are not expensive at all. Cheaper than packs nowadays, so of course. Now on to GXs, Sun and Moon era, Gen 7. Still have those rainbow rares, the Stakataka and the Lunala GX. Rainbow rares are cool. Then I got the Solgaleo to go with the Lunala. Not rainbow rare, but still. Got the Latios and Latios GX full art. Bunch of GXs here. These look really cool. Espeon as well.
GX?
Oh, this is a Pidgeot masquerading as a GX. Because I had no room for it. And some more over there. The Snorlax with Pulverizing Pancake. GX move. Very cool, very silly. Incineroar and Primarina. Another Zoroark. And these 2 EXs that I pulled yesterday because I had no room for them otherwise, but both Pokemon I really like, so in the end it's a win. Next page are the Vs. So these are Sword and Shield era. These weren't in the 2020 video, I believe, or very few of them maybe. The Regirock was, I remember. But I have a bunch of them now. I have the Blissey V from the Galarian Gallery, I think. Where's the
Silver Tempest.
Tempest Gallery? I don't know what the T stands for, but it's Trainer Gallery. Trainer Gallery. This is from Trainer Gallery. This one's from a celebration box we opened. And I got all 3 of the Crown Zenith Legendary Dog Vs from the gallery. Finally, I picked up the Entei in August, so I guess this month. So if I had uploaded on July 30th like the previous videos, that wouldn't have been there. So we got a couple of, we got a Stoutland V, you got Alakazam, Namorous. And then Kremshev V, pulled it in Germany when I went to visit earlier this year. Got this also in Germany. Let's take a look at that because that has a lot of text on there. Fleesender Angriff Wulausu VMAX. I'm probably wrong with the pronunciation of that, but crazy card nonetheless. We got Mustard over here too. Shoutouts to Mustard. Got a couple of Alolan Executors, Blastoise, and Zoroark from Journey Together, Gardevoir, and Dragonite, which I also pulled recently. That's it for the new EXs. So now we go more into more celebration stuff. Got this Pikachu VMAX at the card show earlier in August because I had to, like the art looks pretty sick. Bunch of evolutions here. And you can take a closer look at those. Jolteon to go with my channel avatar. Then we've got Articuno reprint and the Ancient Mew. Awesome. Both of these cards are awesome. And now some A-Specs and more relaxed stuff, like nothing too crazy on this page. But these are still pretty solid cards themselves. Then we have some break cards here. I still have them from the 2020 video. I think people don't like these cards. People kind of tend to overlook them, but I still really like them in 2025. Nowadays, they're pretty undervalued on the market. And now going to the next page. Got all 9 Arceuses. I like saying Arceus. People say Arceus, but Arceus is my way of pronouncing it. Got all 9 of them from the subset from Platinum Arceus. And then next to them, I actually set these pages up earlier today for this video. We got some base set, like vintage stuff. You have some stuff from Fossil, some stuff from the Gym series, and then some stuff from the EX series that I just wanted to include because they look really cool. Empty page here, just in case I get new stuff. And then we get some starters here. Have all of them from gens 1 through 5. Let me know in the comments what your favorite gen is and what your favorite starters are. Personally, I would say Gen 3 and 4 are my favorites still. I think I said that in the 2020 video as well. That hasn't changed, those games are still classics. That hasn't changed, those games are still classics. Got Piplup, Prinplup, and Empoleon, and then the book ends off with the Gen 5 starters. Take a good look at those. We got the Emboar with the family art. A lot of people love that card.
We're missing the Pignite one.
We're just missing the Pignite. And yeah, that's it for this binder. This was 20 minutes of recording just for this one binder, but that was a lot. That's my favorite binder in my whole collection. That's like my best stuff. But yeah, let's move on to the 4 pocket portfolios. I have quite a bunch of binders still. I think even more than last video. But yeah, these are just some legendaries and promos. We can take a look here. Got a Prism Star Thunder Mountain. Got some World Championships going on. The Latios and Latios promos are awesome. Still have those. And then, yeah, just some more World Championship stuff. Got almost every Spirit Link from the XY era. Don't know why they don't make them anymore. They're pretty good arts. I don't know if competitively they make a difference or something, but got some Pokemon Go Japanese. I opened one pack of Pokemon Go in Japanese and I pulled the Charizard Holo, so I'm pretty much done with that. More World Championships, got the Rayquaza EX. And the last page, we have there's the Charizard I was talking about, the Pokemon Go Holo. Really cool. And then we have a Rayquaza and Deoxys Legend World Championships copy. Still a really good art. I said I wouldn't go for any more Legends, but I guess I have this one as well. I think Heart Gold and Soul Silver era Ultra Rares are underrated in general. And now for my second 4-pocket portfolio, the Toy Story sticker one from last time. Still have that. Got double Crisis cards here. Completed most of the set, just missing the Groudon EX and some... I have the Kyogre, it's just not in here, you'll see it later. Just missing some rares and uncommons and things, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to finish that. Pretty happy with what I got. Dragon Vault starts here too. Really underrated set, even though it's so small. Got the stamped Rayquaza, Latias and Salamence, and then Axew and Fracture. You can take a look at those. Then the trainers, which are also holo. I think every card is a holo. And the secret rare Kyurem, which is the chase for this whole set. So that's that. Dual type Shiftry because it looks cool. Then we have some Pop Series cards over here. Mothim from Pop Series 7. Some Pop Series 8 stuff here, and some Pop Series 9 coming up as well. Also underrated sets, even though they're kind of small. You can check those out. And then some random Gen 4 cards tossed in, because why not? Mostly reverses and an Amora. Moving on, Yveltal, my third one. Let's see, we got some Gen 3 going on. I think it's mostly just Gen 3 cards. Really underrated art styles on these. And then got some old reverses from Gen 4 and 5 and 6. You can take a look at those. Really good arts on these. I still really like them. The reverses really shine on these, especially the trainers. Celebration stuff with some Dialga and Palkia. That Indigo Plateau one is pretty cool. That one I pulled. Cosmog, Kyogre, Zekrom, and then Reshiram Celebrations and some other legendaries from outside the set. And now Silvally, mostly some Alolan stuff, Galarian stuff, a German Alolan card from when I went over there and opened some packs. I won't talk too much about them. Got some stuff from Evolutions, Flying and Surfing Pikachu, And the secret rare trainers, which are, well, this isn't a trainer, but these cards aren't that high value, even though they're secret rare. So I assume they're not too hard to pull. Then some more German cards. And a Snom. These are all pretty much just German stuff. More German stuff. Even more. Even from Gen 3. I got 3 languages of Chimchar from Diamond Pearl base set for some reason. But pretty cool to have anyway. And then some evolutions. We got Vaporeon, Glaceon, Lapras, and Crobat, which are my favorite evolutions.
Crobat is your favorite evolution?
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of mixed that up. It's kind of random. Then Genesect, which is probably my favorite of my 4 pockets because this is where all the clay and crochet arts are in. This is the Asako Ito card style. You can tell it's all by the same illustrator. Very good work by them. And then we have some stuff from... I have a single McDonald's card in here. And then everything past that is by Yuka Mori, who's one of my favorite artists of the whole TCG. She does clay arts for every single one of her illustrations, and it's always fire. Like, look at these. Geodude Ditto as well. Got the Magneton, got some stuff from EX Hidden Legends from a trade. Which wasn't even really... Oh, I have a fake Sunkern card there. I guess you can tell it's fake by the font. And yeah, across a bunch of different eras even, like some stuff from Platinum Arceus, some stuff from Primal Clash, like Yuka Mori is all over the place. And her arts are always so cool to look at. Or clay models, I should say. Got both Plusle and Minun from Supreme Victors. A couple of Happinies and a Starly there. And that finished it off. And that's it for 4 pockets. So let's go on to 9 pocket portfolios now. We're still rolling with the portfolios. Just Gen 4 holos from like Platinum era. I was trying to collect all of Platinum Arceus. See the reverse Gengar as well. I have like 90% of Platinum Arceus. I have every Ultra Rare from the set. So that's good at least. I'm just missing Shiny Ponyta, but that's it. Just a bunch of Gen 4 stuff. You can pause the video to take a look. I don't want to take too long on these because we still have so much to go. But yeah, this is like my favorite era of cards. This and Gen 3, like the Venusaur and Gengar from I think I've had these since 2015 or even earlier. This one I pulled from a pack. These 2 cards are insane. Don't plan on giving them out or anything like that. Here we go. More Gen 3. More Emerald, Ruby Sapphire Emerald era stuff from the mid-2000s. Very nostalgic. The reverses on these are sick too. It's mostly just like set logo stamped on the bottom right corner. But it's something they don't do anymore, and it was really cool when they did. And some more Gen 3, and then a couple of things, like this one's from 2002, I think. And that's it for that book. Some fossil Pokemon to end it off. Then we have this XY one, which has a messed up front page. But this is mostly just like reverses from Gen 5 and 6 era cards. Ordered by type for the most part. And then some newer cards peeking their way in, like Serena and what else we got? Machamp Holo. Some holos mixed in as well. And then we got Team Plasma here. Team Plasma cards. Team Plasma gets this holo. Porygon Z Reverse. Colress Reverse is actually the most expensive out of all the Team Plasma ones. On Collector at least, for some reason, but Now we move on to we have a couple of Radiant Collection cameos, Gardevoir Hollow, and now Half Arts, or Ancient Trait, as some people say. But I like calling them Half Arts because that's what it feels like they should be called. Super underrated, I think. And that's how it ends off, with a Bidoof God card as well as, I think, Unlisted Leaf. Was that the first person to say that? I don't know. Mega Rayquaza next. Heart Gold Soul Silva, Era Hollows. You can take a look at those. I have the Oreobat Crobat Error, which is fairly common, but still kind of silly to look at. Flappy, look Flappy over there. And then I think this is just all my legendaries that I couldn't find another place for. Still love them, they're pretty cool. And now some Diamond and Pearl era stuff. Gen 4 cards. Bunch of unknowns. And then reverses. I don't know why all my FB cards are FB rares and uncommons or reverses, but pretty cool. Gengar GL. I think Gengar in general is just in demand right now in the hobby. But personally, I like Gengar. But it's not one of my favorites. And then we got some dark Pokemon here. Legendary Collection, Team Rocket, Team Rocket. Another Legendary Collection card. And then an insert card from an Articuno promo that I have. And the last page, which is my favorite page of this whole thing. 2 pack wrappers for EX Holland Phantoms and EX Dragon Frontiers, which if I kept sealed would have made me $1,000, but I still pulled an insane card from this pack that you're gonna see, and that made up for all of that. It's crazy. I would never have expected these cards, these packs, to get so expensive, because each of them go for like 500 each. But it's absolutely insane that I got to open those in the first place, because that was back in like 2015. Even then, the EX series was kind of getting phased out. But here we have my dumbest book. This is Rayquaza. This is Welcome to My Fake Cards binder. These are all fakes. Literally, I think there's only one real card in here, which we'll find. But you don't even have to zoom in for those because those are fake. But Landorus EX spam. Then a bunch of craziness going on here. This Incineroar is going crazy with the print diagonally.
We have this one. It's $140.
I think it's more than 140, but 15 EX Plasma Storm. Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of boosted, and look at all those Kirums. And then more Kirums, and then Lugia, Cavalion, Hoto Legend, fake. Bunch of fake Primes. Bunch of fake Golurks. I really wish this was real. Golurk is actually cool. Fake Charizard, shiny, Secret Rare. Fake Ace-Specs, fake Legendary Energies. Fake, and then some random stuff I made. I made these cards when I was like 12, so it's not gonna be a masterpiece, but I had a lot of fun making them. I think this card is real, but unfortunately somebody wrote all over it. I don't know if it was me or what. We got Raichu, we got Ampharos with 600 HP, which might happen someday with the way the TCG is going. Blastoise with 650 HP. All the HP counts, if you take a look, are crazy. We got some Yukamori arts here too. And then, yeah, there's the real card, Magikarp, to end it off, because that's the only way you can end it off. And that's it for like the 9 pocket portfolios, but I do have a binder here, which I'm not gonna take too long on, because it's like my thickest, heaviest one. This is my Pokédex binder. Have up to Gen 7, I think, in here. I have a Charizard card, trust me. But yeah, this is all of Gen 1. I'll skip. Yeah, this is all of Gen 1, almost. I'm missing... No, I have a Gyarados, I'm sure. I have pretty much everything from Gen 1 to 5. So this is Gen 2 now. It isn't a ring binder. I know that's kind of dangerous for cards, but There isn't anything crazy in here, even though that Celebi's kind of rare. But yeah, this is just for Pokédex. Oh, there's an Asuka card. I didn't see that actually. But yeah, Gen 3. I don't think there's that many Azuro cards, so that one was hard to find. Wailord, one of my favorite Pokemon. Corphish, one of my sister's favorite Pokemon. Gen 3 is awesome. And even more Gen 3, more Gen 3. Legendaries, Mythicals, and a couple of Deoxys forms. From Legends Awakened when I opened packs of that back in the day. Now on to the Sinnoh region with Gen 4. Bonsly is hard to find as well. Legendaries for Gen 4. Even more of those. Arceus. And then this is Gen 5. Victini being Pokemon number 0 in the Unova Dex. More Gen 5. More Gen 5. This is from before Black Bolt Light Flare. I have up to Gen 6 in this binder. So there's the starters. I do have all the starters up to Gen 6. And Gen 6 didn't introduce that many Pokemon, so this section's kind of short.
Sylveon is cool.
Yeah, check out that Sylveon promo. I should probably move that from this ring binder page. Or check out that Magnezone. The last page ends off with a Prism Star, Volcanion, and some celebration stuff over there. I'm surprised Noivern is the last Pokemon in Gen 6 that's not a legendary or mythical. That's kind of crazy. But that's it for binders. Tons of binders. Wait, no, I lied. There's a couple more. There's actually a couple more. So this is in Canada we call these Duotangs. So I don't know what you guys call them in America. Let me know. But this is Gen 7. These are sort of less complete than the other gens, even though I have a lot of them. I don't really plan on completing them. It's just like, if I have bulk left over, cards I don't really want, I just put them in here and call it a day. And I'll be like, okay, at least I got something I need out of the commons or uncommons. And then Gen 8. I think Gens 8 and 9 are in here. But when there's an EX in there, Mabosstiff from the box, I don't know if I'm ready for Gen 10 because that would mean I would need more pages and more organization. Got a bunch of the... And then I'll have my sister explain her binder because she has a lot of cool stuff in here. So I'll switch over.
So here's my binder. I got a little cute Mareep sticker and you'll see more Mareeps later on. Here's my first page. Just some mid-era EXs. Got the whole Evolutions trio there. This was in a trade. All that. And some more EXs and moving towards full arts. I pulled that. I think it was my first full art ever. Got some more full arts. Some mega full arts. This is my grail. I'm so happy I have this card. This was the first mega I ever pulled. So I wish it was better centered, but it will do. And I got this one for like $5 because it was pretty damaged. It's pretty clean, right?
That looks good to me.
Near mint. Probably should grade it. And then we have one more full art. Couldn't fit in the other page, but he's still... what's the word I can describe?
He's still there. He's there.
He's there. And we got Silvally GX and a tag team. Pikazek, I think they call it. It's going up a lot. Might grade it. Moltres and Zapdos and Articuno. That's a big tag team. And we got both Decidueyes and some more shiny cards. I loved Hidden Fates. I wish they made more or opened more, but... And we got Cobalion full art. Couldn't make it on the other page too, so we had to... My brother gave him to me.
And then we got some baby shinies and Shining Genesect.
Secret rare Rayquaza from Dragons Exalted. It's like in pretty decent condition, but...
And this Kyogre is also a new edition. It wasn't in 2020.
This is the start of my gold page. There's not much here. There's like a fake...
This is a very heavy card.
Japanese exclusive card. I was like a big fan of like Gen 7. I loved Sun and Moon so much. I also like this Cresselia. I've never opened too many Evolving Skies, but I'm glad I got something. I mean, I just bought it as a single, but... And then we got my Glaceon page. It's good. Like, this is black and white promo, plasma, full art. And then we got one of my like first shiny pulls from Hidden Fates. So I was so happy when I got this. I pulled on like Christmas too. It's pretty fun. Most of these were from card shows, but pulled this one, so it's like the centerpiece. And we move on to the IRs. I have my bird page here. Most of them are in Japanese, but that's okay. And we got some other IRs. I'm not sure how to format the pages, but like these two should definitely go next to each other. And I got like some sort of like nighttime thing going on here, because I don't know, I saw stars here and there's like stars there. I thought they would look nice.
Then we got the Grotto, which is one of my favorites. We traded it and then traded it back because I wanted it back really bad.
And I like the Shaman from Dustin Rivals, but I couldn't find it in English, so I just got it in Japanese. So cute. And the Wooloo is also cute. Top. One of our first white flare pulls. Pretty cool card. Just does kick. Kick. The Victini promo. Sadly didn't get too lucky on the box, but the promo was still fun. A row of sleeping Pokemon. I think Rockruff was sleeping. I'm pretty sure. I still need the other two Galarian promos from the Crown Zenith tints, I'm pretty sure. But I guess these are placeholders. And I also have two of these. This Dedenne is like so cute. I'm surprised it's like $5 because the art is like really poppin'. I pulled this one recently too. I think one of my first SIR pulls. Look at that.
The ripples around the Lumineon.
It's so cool. So then we move on to the GXs. I only have two on here, which is kind of surprising. I got this from a card show. I just liked it a lot. I think I pulled most of these, especially this from that Pokemon Go pack I think you mentioned earlier. Lugia V, not the expensive
Not the chase.
one. And then we got some VMAXs. And I really like this Pikachu V full art. It's just so cute. This was like one of the, I think the first EX full art I ever pulled though. We got some EXs.
Another Jellicent.
Lots of EXs from this gen. This gen?
Gen 8, 9, I guess?
Yeah.
Oh no, 8. 8 is where the V's were.
Yeah, this is my... I only opened like 3 prismatic packs and this was like my only hit. Genesect EX, I got all 3. No Reshiram EX, I should probably find one of those soon. Meloetta, Glaceon EX, Clefairy from
Journey.
I will say Destin like you. And now
Marie
started my Marie
page.
page. I reorganized it earlier. I did it from like oldest to newest. If I move on to Flaffy, which I don't have as much, but I have 2 gold ones and an IR. I don't know if I should keep it here or put him with my IRs, but he looks good here. Then we start the Amphoroses. I got this from the card show, Secret Wonders. I'm surprised I don't have this one already. It looks so familiar. But yeah, and then my last Ampharos on this page. I'll save room for more Amphoroses. But I also have the 3 from Destin Rivals all next to each other. As well as like the Bird Trio and then the Eevee Trio? I don't know.
Yeah,
you
the
see
original Eevee
sort of like
Evolutions.
blue, yellow, red thing going on. And then we got the Radiant collection. Not much to say, just very cute arts. Maybe they'll go up in price because they're so popular, I think. And then we got some Gem Pack Volume 2 stuff, except for this one because it's like English, but it's fine. I hope to open more of these sometime. This was like my first hit of my first box. Like, those 2 stamped ones are going for a good price, and then the regular ones. I think there's like 4 regular V's in one box, so I'm happy with what I got. That Sylveon is so pretty. And then here are just some random holos. This was like one of my childhood cards. I can't part with it.
It's a very expensive card.
Is it?
The $5, that's so much money.
And then we have some Pokeballs from White Flare and Black Bolt. It's hard to tell
Hard
with
to tell.
Scope, but trust me guys, there's a Master Ball on there. And then we got some trainers. I think this was my first trainer ever. And then I got these from like the same box, I'm pretty sure. Colress everywhere. Yeah, Yveltal, Raichu, and Talonflame. I think my brother gave me that one. This is my most recent one from Dustin Rivals. Like, and then a Corphish page. I might need some more Corphishes because some of these are just like the same thing but in reverse. And then we go to more holos. I think these were the legendaries we were looking for.
Right.
This Dialga I pulled a while ago. Oh, I think this Regigigas was yours. And a German Giratina. And then my Ho-Oh page. This is Call of Legends. And this is a promo. Breakpoint. I think these are from the same set. And then we got some I Choose You Pikachus, some of these, Mewtwo from Legendary Treasures. Almost done this 9 card set from Crown Zenith, just needing Riolu and Pikachu, but it looks pretty good so far. And then lastly, I got 3 fake cards and like 3 cards from a tin I opened recently.
Articuno Moltres EX. So that's finally it for binders, and now onto the jumbo cards, the oversized ones. We got the Victini, we got Team Rocket's Mewtwo, also from the box, Zapdos EX from the 151 box. We got a Primal Groudon that was in the 2020 video as well. And we have a shiny Mega Metagross, that's kind of a mouthful to say, but a really cool card. Kangaskhan EX. I just noticed the guy in the pouch too, it's pretty cool. Deoxys, Team Plasma, Snorlax GX, and Mega Diancie. Through some special ones here too. I have some sealed stuff. So from these to ETBs, we still have our promos, our stamped ones with the Pokemon Center stamp on them on the bottom corner. Got a couple of GameStop exclusive Feraligatr, Pikachu, Toxtricity EX promos. Then 2 cards I just keep in top loaders outside of my binders because I value them too much. So because I had this 15 years ago, lost it at some point, and now in 2025 I finally got it back. This one I was so lucky to find at the card show because I've never seen one before or after, but when I saw it, I got it and I have it. So Pikachu M Level X Japanese exclusive movie promo. So now we get to the PSA graded slabs, starting off with Rayquaza C Level X, which you guys saw earlier. We got a PSA 8 on that. Charizard, Platinum Arceus was a PSA 5. Charizard EX, full art from the box, PSA 8. Rayquaza EX promo, PSA 8. All of these are really good cards, by the way. Dragonite, Legends Awaken Hollow in a PSA 8. Raichu EX, PSA 8. Noticing a pattern. Mew EX, Holland Phantoms, PSA 8. This one I actually pulled as well. This one is also pull, PSA 7, Team Aqua's Kyogre EX. That's the one from the binder earlier. And then Kyogre EX from Crystal Guardians. While these are cool, this next card might be the best card in my whole collection. PSA 10, Latios and Latios GX Alt Art from Sun and Moon Team Up. I'm very happy to have a PSA 10 copy. There are just over 2,000 of them in the world. To have one is super, super awesome. I still can't believe it. And now we move on to the sealed. So I didn't have any sealed product back in 2020. This Destin Rivals Eevee blister, kept it sealed, and I plan on keeping it sealed for a while. Just want to see how it turns out in the grand scheme of things. Sealed collecting is a whole other thing, and I don't plan on scalping. I just want to hold long term or rip. Prismatic SPC is the craziest sealed item I own. Don't plan on opening it, but Prismatic as a set has dreadfully low pull rates. So if I ever do open this, it would be very risky. There's the backside, but it shows you everything that's inside. So this Eevee promo, 15 packs and a bunch of cool memorabilia. Then next I have this tin, which is actually not sealed, but there is a sealed Sun and Moon pack in there. Base set Sun and Moon, Battle Academy from 2023 or something like that. And then 2 more crazy boxes which I'm keeping sealed. Hisuian Zoroark V-Star Premium Collection. We got some Lost Origin and Brilliant Stars in there, and then Fusion Strike in the back. So huge sets there for sure that will keep the price going up for sure. Same with the Palkia V-Star collection. We got some Lost Origin here again. And yeah, that's it for this whole video. But if I had to give you my top 3 cards in my collection, so number 1 is this Latios and Latios Alt Art PSA 10. We have this Dragonite EX, which I reclaimed after 15 years. And this Pikachu Level X as well, I've been looking for ever since I was like 8. So there's my top 3. And there's my collection. I hope you guys enjoyed, even though it was kind of a longer video than usual. Yeah, I'll just end it off by showing you guys the card again because it's really, really cool. And I'll see you guys in the next one.